2K Sports, the same people who made WWE 2K19 and the soon-to-be-released WWE 2K20, with extra matches provided by the NWOW, the YWL and the XPWL. Let's get locked down with CAW Prison Rules. Prison Rules. Tonight, we have an absolute stacked, packed card for you tonight, with most matches inside any kind of variant of a steel cage. We are coming out to you from the home of one of the most famous prisons in the world, Alcatraz. We are coming to you from San Francisco, California. And now, let's see what is on the card. And our opening match, which is brought to you by the NWOW. And in our second contest, a Ring of Hell match, which is brought to us by the YWL, the YouTube Wrestling League. This will be good. And then next, for the XPWL Cruiserweight Championship, inside the prison known as Hell in a Cell, a Prison Riot match. And then starting with the CAW card, first, we have a Falls Count Anywhere match. The Dragon Lady versus the Nightmare, Zara Draven. Then we have Bad Attitude Nick Williams versus the legendary Super Soldier Solid Snake. And then we have a Breaking the Bank ladder match, in which the winner will receive the case for a championship match that can be cashed in anywhere, anytime. And then for the newly minted CAW Intercontinental Championship, which is replacing the Hardcore title, the Punisher and TNT. Then, the Death Chamber match, Pokemon Girl and Cynical Flitter, a match that has gone way beyond personal and must end tonight. And then, a cross-promotional triple threat two falls match inside the Hell in a Cell, Vangelico, Violence, and the Machine Gun, Peter Gunn. And then for the CAW International Women's Championship, a newly minted title which is replacing the Women's Hardcore title, we have Dusty Notes and Trixie Lolamoon. And then the solitary confinement match. Which one of these 6 wrestlers will get a championship match against the champion at a later date? And then the steel cage match, escape or pinfall. We have the Angel versus the leader of the PWO, Sunset Shimmer. And our main event, Captain Twisted Jack versus Rackadoll for the CAW Championship. Who will walk out champions tonight, or who will... Opening contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall, and it is coming to you from the NWOW. Introducing first, they both come from the Multiverse Protection Agency. Officer Ruth and Officer Tracy, together they are known as Ruthless Aggression. And introducing first, she represents the CAW, and she is from the Circus Gothica. This is DK the Clown. Introducing, he is from Memphis, Tennessee. He is known as the Insane Clown of Crime, MPA's Most Wanted, Letta O'Brien. Now, since this is a relatively unknown wrestling organization which hasn't started yet, I will not be doing any commentary for this match, so please enjoy. are your winners, Officer Root and Officer Tracy, the Ruthless Aggression. Now the next contest is provided to us by the YWL. Check the description for their YouTube channel and their Twitch channel. And since YWL doesn't do any commentary, I won't be providing any for it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the carnage of the Ring of Hell match.
Following contest is a YWL Ring of Hell match. Approach to the ring first. From Iraq, residing now in Canada, this is Air Iraq Regime Zur. His opponent, first, representing brutality, from the Badlands, Team Killer! From Equestria and the Infected Lands, he is the walking battle tank. He is the current YWL Super Heavyweight Champion. This is Big Tankintosh! From Aberdeen, Scotland, he is the Drunken Scottish Brawler. He is a former XPWL World Champion. This is Barney McFarland. From Victoria, Texas, he is a former XPWL Twitch champion in the Steam division. He is the quote-unquote ladies' favorite dick. This is Richard Cannon. Representing the YWL from San Antonio, Texas, he is a former Flight of Domination champion. He is Epic Eric Jones. Representing Streets of Rage. From the big city, he is a former YWL Cruiserweight champion. This is Donovan. from Houston, Texas. He is a man that cannot contain himself. He is a former YWL Texas champion. This is Drake Andrews. here's your winner, Air Iraq Regime Zur.
The next contest was provided to us by the XPWL. It is known as a Prison Yard Riot match. It is for the XPWL Cruiserweight Championship. Now I, again, will not be commentating this match. The XPWL announcer will be. So please take it away, Mark Wondersham.
Hello everyone, welcome to CAW Prison Rules, as here I am, your lead commentator Mark Wondersham from the XPWL, and I am here to provide color commentary for the following interpromotional match that has been brought to you by the Extreme Battlefield for this special event. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a prison riot match, and it is for the XPWL Cruiserweight Championship. Currently on his way to the ring from Barcelona, Spain, he is known as Enrique Smooth. This is Enrique Suavo! Suavo here to win, selected for this Cruiserweight Prison Riot match that we promised for Prison Rules. I'd also like to send out my sincere thank you to the color commentator for CAW, Mr. Bruce Northaway. It is very, very wonderful that you invited me to be able to provide color commentary tonight for this special match for you guys. And we are very thankful to have you guys as affiliates with the XPWL. As Enrique Suavo gets into the ring, the CAW crowd has never had to deal with this guy before. This man certainly is full of himself, but he is loaded with talent. A former Cruiserweight champion himself. His finisher, the leg drop off the top rope. And tonight, the CAW crowd get to see him in action. Here we go, our next participant is about to come down, and that's a familiar tune for us. His opponent from Germany. He is known as the XPWL's EMT lead doctor. This is from the Nightmare Imperium, the Blue Medic! The Medic getting a few matches on XPWL TV lately. He's been vying for titles. I mean, this is a very busy doctor. I mean, apart from looking after XPWL superstars' well-being, the man himself has become a competitor. And tonight, he might have a chance to bring home some gold. Doc showing off his muscle. Kind of hard to see it through a giant coat like that, though. Sorry, Doc, it just doesn't work for us. Momentarily, we'll find out the next opponent. Oh, boy. It's about to get real here. The next opponent, making his home in Tokyo, Japan, he would like CAW to address him as the XPWL World Cup Tournament winner of 2019. This is Super Shiva! And Shiva, in a rare occurrence, bringing out the prize he won very, very early in the year, the XPWL World Cup Tournament Championship belt around his waist. Shiva's come to show off a little here. And he's got the crowd riled up here. This is going to be interesting. What have we got next? Uh-oh. Their next opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. This is the one and only Rick fucking Turbine! Yes, he is. That is Rick to all his friends, but to you, it is Rick fucking Turbine. This man has been on fire in the Steam division. He makes his debut on the main roster on Wednesday Night Whirlwind recently. And Turbine has been doing a really good job. I mean, his resume speaks for itself. Whoa, what the hell is this? Whoa, check out Popstar! New gear! The next opponent. He is the Michael Jackson Experience. This is Popstar Quantum! Quantum really changing up his look tonight, reminiscent of a certain other pop star's attire. I mean, he really went above and beyond for this. I don't know if this is a cosplay, a tribute, or just the factor that he wanted to do this. Check this out. The man is full of energy. I cannot believe this guy. I mean it. When he says he's the Michael Jackson Experience, he's not kidding. He is trying to imitate everything about the King of Pop. The only thing he isn't doing is using Jackson's songs. Well, variations of them, but not the ones he sang. Uh-oh. The champion is on his way. The final participant in this match, and the current reigning champion. From Canada, he is known as the Drifter, and currently your reigning and defending XPWL Cruiserweight Champion. This is the Drifter, Buddy Goodfellow! Buddy coming in here, the champion. No champion's advantage here. A prison yard riot match is quite literally is what it sounds like. A six-man match where everybody's locked inside the prison yard. And how fitting that XPWL contributes a prison yard riot match to CAW's Prison Rules pay-per-view. This is going to be brutal.
You can outrun the devil if you try.
Here we go, the match about to get underway, and immediately everybody's spreading out. Turbine nailing Medic early on in the match. We've got Swavo and Shiva, and Buddy and Popstar Quantum squaring off here. Swavo over the top rope, and oh, Shiva slamming Swavo against the side of the cage with a hard right. The action is getting hot and heavy out here. Buddy picks up Popstar Quantum, tried to go for a clothesline, but he got rolled through into a super kick. Buddy counters with one of his own and a hard clothesline. We've got everybody going out to the floor here. Shiva thrown back into the ring. Here comes Enrique Suavo. And Shiva making short work of Buddy here and going right back after Enrique. Oh, Medic hits the ground hard. By the looks of it, we've got some solid concrete to use as the floor this evening, no mats. So that just makes it even more dangerous. Not only is this a prison yard riot match, it is a literal prison yard. It's like the courtyard, it's like the basketball courtyard. I don't know. Texas State Penitentiary. I don't know. Either way, Enrique Suavo still going after Buddy here. Try to belly, no luck there. Even trying to get back to his feet. Popstar Quantum. Not sure where the hell he went. Rick Turbine still mixing it up with Medic out there on the floor. Buddy trying to kick Quantum there, no luck. Oh, what the hell? Oh! Off the ropes. Bobo tried to go for something. Popstar countered it. And, oh, back suplex attempt. Oh, he got it. And Buddy locks in the head scissors immediately and going for the head. Turbine slamming Medic against the floor. These two have been brawling all over the cage since the beginning of the match. And they're still going. Neither one have made it back into the ring. And now Suavo finally throwing Medic in. There goes Turbine after him. Stomp. Whoa! Uranagi by Shiva onto Enrique Suavo. And Medic trying to break it up between the two of them. Oh, wow, what a shot. Suavo taking a break here. And oh, Popstar out of nowhere nailing Suavo with a clothesline. Buddy getting back to his feet. Turbine is out on the floor again. Oh, Quantum. Oh, Executioner's DDT. And going in for the cover. 1, 2, and the Medic breaks up the count. Quantum, whoa, flurry of melee attacks. Medic rolls out of the ring. Buddy with a jawbreaker on Quantum. Irvine's now back in the ring. Uh-oh, Drifter DDT! And Quantum head first into the canvas. Buddy going immediately for it. 1, 2. Oh, Quantum kicked out at 2. And Turbine turning his attention to Shiva. Shiva tries to run him over with a clothesline. He gets hung up on the ropes. Suavo with a backbreaker onto Quantum. Oh, wow. Buddy and Suavo having a bit of a slugfest here. Or at least they were. Now they're both turning their attention to Turbine. Oh, wow. Face first Russian leg sweep and Medic runs over Buddy. But he walks right into Suavo and these two now brawling. DDT, but dropped him on the neck first onto his knee. Suavo, backslide driver, and he hits it. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, wow, Medic barely kicked out there. Wait a minute, Suavo's going to do it again. Suavo locking him up again. Backslide driver, and he's holding it this time by the looks of it. 1, 2, and Popstar interrupts, and then Shiva runs him over with a single leg drop kick. What a hit. Oh, reverse. Oh, back suplex, and Quantum drops Suavo. Buddy with a clothesline in the corner onto Shiva. Turbine sent over the top, and Buddy, I think he just might have busted Medic open. Turbine brought in the hard way over the top. Suavo and Popstar Quantum going at it here. Buddy getting some good aggression in here. Turbine doing some taunting. That might cost him. What the hell is he doing? Oh. Oh, no. Turbine, I know what he's up to. Oh, Quantum right off the side of the cage wall there. Turbine. Air Turbine, coast to coast. Oh, my God. Oh! Drops him, Buddy. Kick right in the face, both feet. Solid shot. Turbine going for a cover, but no reason with that many people up. He only got a 1. Oh, wow. I think Quantum just got busted open by Enrique Suavo. And Quantum's going berserk out here. Trying to go for a back suplex, and Turbine with a knee lift. Quantum not looking, and man, did he ever take him for a ride. Turbine now setting him up in the corner. There's a hard boot, and oh, double knees right to the face. Quantum might be unconscious. Medic breaking up the pin before it can get started. And Turbine still focusing on Popstar Quantum here. Shiva, sit out, Death Valley driver into a pin. 1, 2. And Medic kicked out. Quantum moving to the floor after Turbine. Here comes Buddy. Picks up Shiva. Flapjack. Medic is, well, he's wobbly. Buddy charges him in the corner and misses. And oh, arm breaker. Quantum and Turbine continuing their war right there out on the floor, and oh, Quantum right over the stairs. Got a pin attempt interrupted by Enrique Suavo. Turbine, he went after, oh, well, I thought he was going after Buddy, but no, he left the ring, and Buddy following him. Suavo went for a cover, but got nowhere on it. Here comes Turbine back in, and Popstar right on his tail. Turbine went right back after him. Consistent attacks here. Quantum trying to go for a kick. Turbine trips him up. Oh, wow. Buddy just hit the Drifter DDT off the top rope. Uranagi by Super Shiva onto Buddy, and there goes Suavo. Charging in with his elbow and caught Shiva right upside the jaw. Medic now being thrown into the corner by Turbine. Turbine following him in. Irish whip, another person's been busted open. I think it's Enrique Suavo. Not even a 1 count for Buddy on that count. Medic clipped in the ear there, and oh, some kind of suplex attempt got countered by Medic there. Quantum is laid out on the floor. And I'm unsure as to where Quantum has gone. Shiva's out there, and Quantum, oh no, Quantum, I think he's on the floor on the other side of the ring. Oh, wow, what a flapjack. 1, 2, and oh, there's Quantum. He breaks up the count. And he's going after Suavo again. Oh, Executioner's DDT. And float over into a pin. 1, 2, and Suavo kicked out, barely. The Medic stomps out Buddy. Whoa, heel kick onto Popstar Quantum. Shiva, he went nuts there for a second there. Buddy with a jawbreaker on the Medic and another hard clothesline. Popstar Quantum crawling up onto the top, but he didn't do anything. Suavo getting back in the ring, and he went right after Quantum. Oh, and he gets dumped to the floor. Turbine now in the ring, starting to stir. Right over the stairs here, he meets up with Suavo and throws Suavo right into the ring. Wow, this match has been a bloodbath and so much damage. Suavo grabbing a hold of Turbine and dropping him with a back suplex. Shiva paying attention to Quantum and a hard knee lift to the gut. And Turbine rolling through, double. Oh, look at that! Quantum almost suplex landed on his feet. Turbine with a double Death Valley driver, 1, 2, and almost got the 3. Quantum just barely made it. Quantum thrown to the floor. Suavo taking Turbine's legs out from under him. Oh, another hard knee lift. Suavo feeling it. Hitting wheel kick by Suavo, and that might have taken Turbine right out of the game here. That spinning wheel kick is one of Suavo's signatures. And executing it right. Oh! Would have set him up for that leg drop, and Quantum laid out Suavo, and Turbine and Buddy are going at it again. Quantum setting up Turbine in the corner here. Is he going to do anything with him? No, he's not. He's going after Buddy, locking in a Dragon Sleeper, trying to go for a submission win. And Buddy is hanging on. And Buddy breaks the hold. Very nice. Turbine with another Irish whip, sending Buddy into the corner. And a Hurricane Rana. Turbine throwing Quantum out of the ring. Turbine trying to get a bit of a breather here. And he almost got dropped by Shiva, and Shiva now might be in trouble. Alley-oop. They're going for a cloverleaf here. Check this out. Quantum trying to break the hold. Turbine hitting the Texas cloverleaf. He calls that the fleur-de-lis. Oh, wow. Fireman's carry. And Quantum again finds himself in trouble. No, he doesn't. The medic helps him out there. Suavo trying to go for some kind of suplex, and Turbine picks out. Another submission attempt by Quantum just got thwarted. And Turbine turning his attention to Suavo again. Suavo, I think he's laid out. Oh, what an uppercut. And oh no. Turbine going to the second rope here. Oh my god, jumping cutter off the top. Jumping cutter, and Suavo is down. He almost had a 3 there. He almost had a submission victory there too. Turbine picking up. Medic drops him once, rolls through. Suavo coming to. Double Death Valley driver. Suavo waking up. And oh, another backslide driver. And he holds on. Can he get it for the 3? 1, 2. No, Turbine actually kicked out at 2. Medic trying to go for a win here. 1, 2. And again, Turbine kicked out. Medic barely made the effort to cover him. He is worn the fuck out. Oh, wow. Shiva nailing Turbine. Now the medic turning his attention to him. And an Irish whip, and Turbine soars over the top to the floor. By the looks of it, we're having a brawl here. Someone's trying to get the other in. Oh, wow, off the apron. I think Shiva, that's now, wow. The majority of the people in this match have been busted open pretty bad. Turbine throwing Shiva into the corner, and Shiva with another counter. Sit out powerbomb by Medic. Buddy back in there. And Quantum going, or Medic going after Quantum. Oh! The hell was that? Buddy dropping Medic out of nowhere. Shiva now turning his attention to Buddy. Picks him up. Sit out powerbomb. Here comes Enrique Suavo back in. And Turbine. Oh, whoa, oh my god. Off the top, leg drop. Suavo hitting his finisher on Turbine. Oh! Final crash onto Buddy. 1, 2, and Buddy somehow kicked out at 2. Suavo again, he's going to try to double up here on the Popstar Quantum leg drop. Good God, this match has been pillar to post. 1, 2, and Suavo breaks up the count. Turbine picking up Popstar Quantum, another long 2 count. Quantum over the top onto the floor. This match has been super intense. Wow, so much brutality. And oh, Suavo with a hard shot right to the side of Shiva's head. Popstar thrown back into the ring by Rick Turbine. Buddy is resting in the corner here. He might be done. Medic and Shiva really taking it to Suavo. Whoa! Another back suplex by Popstar Quantum. Shiva with a nice suplex. Sit out, powerbomb attempt. Drops him. No pinfall attempt there. That might cost Shiva the match here. And Turbine driving his knee right into Shiva's chest. Grabs a hold of Suavo here. Sit out, powerbomb. Whoa, he's holding it. 1, 2, 3. Turbine has upset 5 other competitors and has won his first major title since coming back to the main roster this year. Rick Turbine managing to win. Taking you back through some of this action. There's the first backslide driver. Oh no, the second one. Medic getting pinned, but no luck on that one. Quantum's back suplex. I can't believe it! Here is your winner, and the new XPWL Cruiserweight Champion, Rick fucking Turbine! And with that, we take the action back to you guys. Hey Bruce, what's going on your end of the table?
Oh, bloody hell, that match was extremely violent. Thank you for providing the commentary, Mark Wondersham. Now let's get to the CAW card. The first on our card is a Falls Count Anywhere match. And this is a match that has begun personal. And it all started when Sarah Draven spat the poison mist in the eyes of the Dragon Lady, which is leading up to this contest. Now, let's get this going. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Introducing first, from Yamaguchi, Japan, she is known as the fire-breathing, the Dragon Lady. And like I said before, this match started with the spit in the eyes of the Dragon Lady. She was lucky she didn't go blind. And she has gotten really aggressive towards Sarah and vice versa. And I don't think anyone's pointed this out yet, but tonight the State Athletic Commission has actually let us not have the mats on the ground. So there's no mats on the ringside area this time. That is pure concrete. So that is going to provide a lot of dangerous matches and a lot of great action for us to watch. And since this is a Falls Count Anywhere match, the damage these two ladies are about to take could be horrendous. And now introducing... Oh, that was really creepy imagery. Introducing next, now making her home in the realm of darkness. She is known as the Nightmare, Izara Draven. From the looks of it, Draven is providing a new look for us tonight. Not any less creepy, but bloody hell. This is giving me the absolute freak. She bumps all over my arm right now. Look at the Dragon Lady calmly walk past. She's not intimidated at all. That new cloak she's wearing makes it look extra creepy. Alright. Dragon Lady's ready, Izara Draven's ready. Ring the bell, let's do this. And we are starting off with, well, flying forearm, but the Dragon Lady just swatted it away like it was nothing. And back into the corner. Referee might have to break him up. And there he goes. And clean break. That's good. And back into another lock. Ref, break him up, break him up. And look, Izara Draven didn't break clean that time. She just slapped the Dragon Lady across the face. And back, no, armbar. And Dragon Lady reverses into a hammerlock. Behind the head and slams her to the ground. Or under the mat in this case. Back to a referee's lock, a headlock. And look, Izara Draven's Irish whip. And lie down, drop kick, but Dragon Lady just swatted it away. A slap across the chest, Irish whip into the corner. And looks like she's going for a nope. And Irish whip. Irish whip, DDT. And Draven really going at this match aggressively. It's like she's changed recently. A suplex. Going for a slap of the Dragon Lady again, just swatted it away. A kick attempt failed. Irish whip. Drop kick, and this time she hit it. And because the Izara Draven weren't here, was that hurt extra bad. And you can hear the crowd, they don't like Izara Draven at all. And going to the headlock and, looks like she's going for it. Oh, that looked like it hurt. For another Irish whip into the other corner, and Dragon Lady reversed that one. Dragon Lady with her own Irish whip. Tried to go for a hip attack in the corner, but missed. Couple of slaps. Irish whip. And what's Izara doing here? Oh. She's going for the running drop kick. Now Draven's in the... Now, Draven has put Dragon Lady in the drop zone. Here she goes. She's going for the darkness. stomp. And yeah, she hits it. And again, she's wearing heels, so that would really hurt. 1, 2, and Dragon Lady kicks out. From the looks of it, Draven can't believe it at all. And Draven's gone back to the top rope. Is she going for it again? No, basic elbow drop. And she's putting Dragon Lady into a chin lock. But it looks like she's trying to break her neck. Ever since that running drop kick into the corner, Dragon Lady has not gotten any hits in. Oh, she's a cut. A stomp, going for a pinfall. But barely a 1 count. And Dragon Lady with a dragon screw leg whip. Stomp to the hand. And a kick to the small of the back. That's the lower back, if you don't know. Running spin kick. And the hip attack. And going for the pinfall. This is going to be it. 1, 2. No, it won't. And the Dragon Lady looks frustrated. What do I have to do to put this gothic bitch down? So I probably said it in Japanese. Well, the Dragon Lady was trying to go for a sleeper, but it was reversed. Sarah Draven, Irish whip. Stuck. And try to go for a drop kick, but Dragon Lady swatted it away. Running, leaping leg lariat. What's that in that part coming first? Okay, going for a brainbuster style DDT. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Oh, that was close. And Draven screaming, that was great. And going for a single leg monkey flip. Outside of the ring, which is normally good strategy, but again, this is a falls count anywhere match, so there is no respite in this match. Elbow shot to the top of the head, and Draven's dragging Dragon Lady over to the ring, steel ring. No, she changed her mind. And Dragon Lady, a couple of elbow shots, a third elbow shot, and kick to the gut, Irish whip, right into the steel stairs. And those things, well, they're designed to be walked on by heavy people, so that would really, really hurt. And Irish whip back into the ring, shot across the neck. And the Dragon Lady is going at this aggressively. And high knee to the chin. Going up for a punch at least. Elbow shot. Going for an Irish whip. Jumping spin kick. Looks like Draven hip attack. She's gone for the pinfall right away. 1, 2, kick out. And look, Dragon Lady wasn't aggressive like that was 3-way. Now she's going for a dragon sleeper like maneuver. And Azara powers out of it. Going for a back suplex. She wasn't going to let Draven up on her feet on her own power. And what's the Dragon Lady doing? She's just walking to the turnbuckle. Elbow shot to the chin. Another elbow shot. And a slap. Going for the Irish whip. Sling blow. Slap. And going for reverse DDT into a reverse suplex into a slam. Chin breaker. Jumping spin kick, but Draven ducked it. Brain buster. And Draven's going for the pin. 1, 2. No, kick out. And Draven definitely cannot believe it. She thought she had the Dragon Lady dead to rights. Well, looks like she's going for another single leg monkey. Right over the other side of the ring. Dragon Lady with a chin breaker. And flying forearm snap. It looks like Draven again is trying to twist the head of the Dragon Lady, leaning off. And slams you onto the mat. Slap foot drop. Another forearm slap. Breaker right over the top rope. Jumping spin kick. And she's going again to the hip attack. And straight to the pinfall. 1, 2. And Draven kicks out again. What the hell does the Dragon Lady have to do to put Draven down? And she tried to bend the elbow in the wrong direction. Irish whip to the outside of the ring. She's picking her up. What's going to happen here? Slap. Forearm snap. Full kick to the gut. Slap to the chest. And suplex. And Draven's gone for whatever she was planning to do, hit the lower back, stopped her from doing that power move. Forearm smash. This could be the Dragon Lady's chance. And looks like she's going for a suplex. And on the concrete too, that really would have hurt. Spin kick or flex, kick to the back of the knee. Forearm smash. Forearm smash. DDT. And Dragon Lady picked her up. Forearm smash at Draven, blocked it. And the brain buster on the concrete floor. And Draven's gone for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The Dragon Lady. Wow. Draven was really aggressive in this. Let's take a look at the replay. See how aggressive both wrestlers were. And I think that had to be the second hip attack. And that's the reverse suplex that went into a snap. So here is your winner of the match, the Nightmare, Izara Raven. Now this following match was not scheduled on the card, but Nick Williams demanded a match, and the man who stood up was the legendary super soldier Solid Snake. So let's see how this match will go. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from wherever he damn well pleases, he is known as Bad Attitude Nick Williams. And that's putting it lightly. This guy's attitude is absolutely, well, he's cocky, he's arrogant, and he's a smug son of a bitch. Not surprising he demanded a match on the pay-per-view. He wants to pay. And he opened the challenge to anyone. Well, and someone accepted. So let's see how Nick Williams will actually go. Because this would be his first pay-per-view. And let's see if he is full of pay-per-view jitters. Introducing his opponent. Now, making his home in Alaska, here is the legendary super soldier himself, Solid Snake. Legendary is putting it lightly. If you believe the stories of what this guy's gone through, you'd understand why he's got given the title of legendary, and why he got given the code name Snake from Foxhound. From the looks of him, he is absolutely ready for combat. But them trained soldiers are always ready for combat. Williams is ready, Solid Snake is ready. Ring the bell, let's do this. And both of them go into another basic referee's lock. And Williams pushes Snake into the corner. And the referee, break him up, ref, break him up, break him up. And, well, clean break. But not quite for long. Clothesline in the corner. And Nick Williams is trying to choke out the Snake. Yeah, sounded really bad. Right, punch, second punch. If there is too many innuendos in this match, I'm sorry, but Solid Snake, what do you think? On for a pinfall, kick out. And stomp to the back. And kick. Now, Solid Snake is a master of the technique called CQC, Close Quarters Combat. So let's see if that will actually do anything against Nick Williams. And, whoa, picking him up by the tights and slammed him on the ground. Stomp, but missed. And headlock. And, well, he just lets him go. Probably not a good move. On to a suplex. And, oh, he just pushes him down and knee to the chin. Well, whatever Snake was doing, it didn't really affect him. Overhead punch. Drop kick. And, going for the armbar. Elbow shot to the forehead, to the face. And going for a running neck breaker. Now Williams is dragging Snake away from the ropes. And Williams, what's he doing? He's just letting Snake get up. What is he, that smug? Punch to the gut. And Irish whip into the ropes. Well, take over the shoulder takedown. Picking him up by the neck. And going for a... Well, that move's called the Emerald Fusion. If it has any other names, I have no idea what they are. And dragging him away from the ropes. And looks like Williams is going for a running knee strike. Going for a pinfall. 1, 2, kick out. And Williams, he thought he had that win. That was a look of absolute shock. Now he's measuring the Snake. Kick to the gut. And looks like he's going for a butterfly. Whoa, no, Snake reverses it. Clothesline. And picking him up. And, oh, he's gone for the sleeper maneuver that he calls the silent takedown. And Nick Williams just passed out. Here is... Whoa, he just passed out. That was not a very long match. So I guess next time, Williams, if you want to call somebody out, make sure it's not a legendary super soldier. I'm taking a look at some of the action of this match. Williams was aggressive in the match, but he had no hope against the close quarters combat technique of Solid Snake. That was the running knee shot he thought he had Snake in. that is when he was trying to go for a butterfly maneuver, but Snake reversed it and did his chokehold called the silent takedown. Rick Williams didn't submit, he just simply passed out. So, here is your winner, the legendary super soldier, Solid Snake! And now that brings us to a match which is simply known as the Breaking the Bank ladder match, which is a variant of known as the Money in the Bank. These 6 women are going to ascend to go to break the bank as they try to take down the case which will grant them a championship match at the CAW Women's Champion, whoever that may be, anywhere, anytime they want. The following contest is the Breaking the Bank ladder match. The rules are as follows. Ascend the ladder and pull down the briefcase which is hanging above the ring. And when you do that, you will guarantee yourself a championship match anywhere, anytime. Introducing the competitors. First, from Ponyville, she is Melissa Ewing. She looks ready for this, but considering that I've heard how, well, kind of thick this woman is, it wouldn't surprise me if she thinks this is a battle royal and just starts throwing women over the top rope. But then she looks ready for this match. Now this is another bonus match which has been added to the card. All 6 of these women have no beef against each other. This is just a battle for the ultimate prize. Introducing the next competitor. She is from the other side of the world, so you better hope she don't flap her wings. This is the Butterfly! And the parkour expert. Ready for this match. High-flying action and plus ladder matches usually good, does a lot of oh my god moments or holy shit moments. Absolutely ready to go. Introducing the next competitor. From Tokyo, Japan, she is the Wind Warrior, Kaze! And this is probably one of the most dangerous women on the CAW roster. For the simple reason is, she can kick absolutely hard. What do I mean by that? Well, she has, while she was training and competing in martial arts tournaments, she had been known to knock out male opponents twice her size and strength with just one swift kick to the head. Completely knocked them out. She is adept in a lot of styles of martial arts, but she finds a liking to the wind style, hence the Wind Warrior. Now for the last several weeks, Kaze has let Pokemon Girl train in her gym, but more on that later. Introducing the next competitor. From Fort Worth, Texas, she is the Outlaw Emily Black. And the Outlaw, who normally robs banks, but tonight she has a chance to break the bank. And from the sounds of the crowd, it sounds like she's starting to get a small fan following. So let's see if she'll actually turn face or stay heel. Or just stay in between. And a lot of great wrestlers were like that. I won't go into the list now because I'd probably be here all day talking about it. You'd rather watch the action of the match. So, well, continue the match. Okay, that's half the competitors in the match at the moment. And introducing the next competitor in this match.
Well, I don't know, but I've been told Uranium Ore's
From
worth more than
Stable
gold.
2
So
in the
McCad,
Equestrian
I bought me a Jeep.
Wasteland,
I got that
she
book,
is
and
known
I
as
can't sleep.
the Lightbringer. This is Little Pig!
Fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter
Don't let
in my
Little
hand.
Pig's size underestimate you.
Uranium
Because she is
fever
strong,
has
she is
got
tough.
me down.
And if you believe the
Well, I
story,
had a
she has
talk
killed
with
a
the
dragon.
NBC and they
She
brought
has
out
killed
some mats that looked
alicorns.
good to me, and one showed me a spot he said
And
he
pretty
knowed.
much
So I straddled my Jeep and
freed
headed
the
down
sky
the road.
for
Reckon
every
it drove
pony to
about 100
enjoy.
miles down a bumpy road out through the wilds, when all of a sudden I bounced to a stop at the foot
Well,
of a
let's
mountain.
see if
Didn't
she can
have no
ascend the
top.
ladder and break the bank.
It's done and got me down.
Probably the first Grand Slam champion, but no longer now. Since tonight, the hardcore title of the women's division is retired, so she has to go get that title to become a Grand Slam champion. And now, introducing the next competitor. She is from the dark side of the Orient. This is Oni! Honestly, I can't tell if Oni's ready or not because her face always looks monotone. And I guess all that paint on her face doesn't really do much to help that either. And the fact that Oni never talks. She doesn't even yelp in pain when she's hurt. How do you go up against somebody who doesn't even acknowledge when they're hurt? And she's carrying a baseball bat. Now, you can get plastic replicas of that bat at the fancy kiosk all around the arena tonight and on doesnotexist.com. And for tonight, a treat. The first 100 people who buy Oni's plastic bat on the online store will receive an autograph bat signed by Oni and the other 5 competitors of this match. Now let's get going. And already this is full of chaos. Now don't mind me if I get confused, because I get confused when there's multi people in a match. So I will call this match as best I can. And in the ring, Kaze and Melissa. And Oni just slides into the ring and goes to the other side. And she's targeting the butterfly. I have no idea why she did that. And the outlaw Emily Black slides in, slides out, and goes after Little Pip. But Little Pip, in her headlock, drags the outlaw down. And in the ring, Melissa tried to body slam, but Kaze reversed it. And Kaze just kicking at the head of Melissa Ewing. That actually might knock a little sense into the woman. Or might send it deeper into insanity, who knows. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And Kaze just dizzily scatters out of the corner. And Oni in the butterfly. And Oni does a sidewalk slam on butterfly right on the concrete. And the outlaw Emily Black and Little Pip are still scrapping on the outside of the ring. Now the idea of the match is to incapacitate your opponent and grab the ladder and climb. You just don't want anyone interrupting you while you try to pull the case down. And it looks like the first person to grab a ladder is the outlaw Emily Black. Slides into the ring, picks up the ladder, and side slam on the Kaze from Melissa. Melissa grabs the ladder out of the hands of the outlaw, but the outlaw steals it back. And Melissa steals it back and just drops it. And Irish whip into the corner. Tried to go for a hip attack and missed. And Oni picks up the ladder, slams it into the back of Melissa. And the outlaw back suplex on Oni. And I think Little Pit just did something to the outside on Kaze. I did not see, because I can't see from this angle. And pile drive. A wrestling move that has been banned in several countries and wrestling organisations because it has broken necks and killed people. And the ladder fell out as Oni rolled out of the ring. Kaze picked it up and just dropped it. Going right after Melissa again. Outlaw picks up the ladder and slides it back into the ring. And she picks up the ladder. Well, Butterfly tried to do an Inzaguri, but missed. Slams into the face of the Outlaw. And looks like the first one to climb the ladder. It's got to be Little Pit. Will she pull down the briefcase? The Butterfly climbs up to stop her. And a headlock on the Outlaw. Outlaw crushes it off. Oni, Kaze, and the Outlaw are working to stop that. Butterfly rolls to the outside of the ring. Would be a good strategy, but you better hope while you're recovering, the ladder isn't set up and the casing pulls down. Irish whip. Oni is thrown over the top rope. Kaze flies back into the ring while the Outlaw sets up the ladder. Outlaw climbs the ladder and she's gone for the suit, gone for the briefcase. Kaze notices and climbs up, making the Outlaw stop and just punching. While Melissa is whacking the back, but it's stopped by Little Pit. Irish whip into the ladder, but it didn't fall off. Outlaw punched off Kaze. Little Pit just noticed and it's stopping the Outlaw from pulling down the briefcase. And powerbomb! And now Oni climbs up the ladder. Butterfly notices and stops her. But Little Pit, Irish whip into the ropes and out. No, Melissa, no. What is she doing? She looks confused. Well, she's trying to pull down Oni like she's a big, like pinata. Pinata. Little Pit thrown over the top rope. Kaze lost. No, that was Oni. Oni lost her grip and just fell. Outlaw Emily Black climbs the rope. She's waving at someone to get up. And she tried to go after Little Pit, but Little Pit moved out of the way. Kaze. And the Butterfly grabs the ladder and slides it back into the ring. Looks like the Butterfly is going to try to set it up and go for it. And Melissa just noticed and slides into the ring. And Irish whip into the corner. That was a hard Irish whip. Inverted atomic drop. Back into the corner. Hip attack. Did she hit it or miss? I don't know. And she's putting the Butterfly on the top. Wait, what is Melissa doing? Melissa, don't do it. That is concrete down there. What are you? Are you crazy? Superplex to the outside of the ring. Oni does an atomic drop on Kaze. Little Pit is lying down there on the ring. So is Outlaw Emily Black, who rolls out. This could be Kaze's chance to get the briefcase. She climbs up and grabs it. Little Pit has gotten up. She's trying to push the ladder. And she pushes the ladder out from the underneath Kaze. Kaze grabs Oni and powerbombs it. Little Pit on the top rope. And third drop kick. Right into the ladder, which hits the face of the Butterfly. Kaze grabbed the ladder but dropped it after a punch from Little Pit. And Little Pit kick to the gut. And Melissa flies back into the ring. Irish whip to the outside of the ring. And Kaze, I have no idea what she's saying because she doesn't speak English, only Japanese. Sets up the ladder. Nope. Drops it. And Oni grabs the ladder and sets it up. And Butterfly. Irish whip to the outside of the ring. And Butterfly climbs to the top of the ladder and tries to pull down the briefcase. But Emily Black just noticed. And what? Kaze? No. Emily Black pushes the ladder out. And Little Pit catches Butterfly and powerbombs it. Remember what I said, do not underestimate the strength of Little Pit because of their size. And clothesline. Little Pit rolls out to the outside of the ring. Outlaw Emily Black follows her, but changes her mind and slides back into the ring. Oni picks up the ladder. Backbreaker. And slams the head of the outlaw Emily Black with the ladder. Slam to the back. Again. And for a third time. And Melissa grabs the ladder and drops it. And Iris whip to the outside of the ring. And Melissa picks it up. Slams to the face of Tarzan. Squat. And knocks it down. And outlaw Emily Black is just running around the ring. She climbs to the top rope. Drop kick. From Melissa Earwig. And looks like she's going for it. Reverse super. Oh no, they land on the ladder. Oh! They both land on the ladder, but I think the back of Melissa's head hits the ladder. And another headshot. That will not be good. And Tarzan looks like she was warming up for a kick, but got cut off by Ona. And Butterfly slams the ladder in the face of Ona. Little Pit grabs the ladder. Slams it into Butterfly. Slams it into Butterfly again. Only grabs the ladder. And tried to hit Little Pit, but Little Pit reverse elbow, stopped it. Drop toe hold. Oh, I think the top of her head hit the foot of the ladder. Irish whip. Going for it. No. Little Pit reversed it. Little Pit, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. That was a hard Irish whip. Tarzan grabs the ladder and only cuts her off. She grabs the ladder. And Tarzan's on her own. No, Tarzan gets up. And Oni slams the back of Tarzan's head into the ladder. And believe it or not, those two are actually good friends. And outlaw Emily Black climbs the ladder. She's grabbing the briefcase. And Tarzan cuts her off. And Melissa tries to push the ladder out of the way. And now Tarzan and Melissa push the ladder. And the outlaw drop. Electric chair drop. Caught by the butterfly. Hip attack missed. Irish whip into the outside. And Tarzan is on the outside of the ring. So is Little Pit. Oni picks up the ladder. And going for an Irish whip to the outside of the ring. Slam the ladder down. And again slammed it into the back of Butterfly. Tarzan slides into the ring. Picks up the ladder. And opens it up. Getting it ready. Tarzan ascends to the top of the ladder. And Emily Black just recovered. She's going to try to push the ladder out from under Tarzan, which she succeeded. And powerbomb. And there's no bad beef between any of these 6 women. And they're doing this just for a chance to get a title match. What are they going to do to get the title? And the outlaw, Emily Black, grabs the suitcase. And she... Wait, everyone just stop. That's it. Emily Black pulls down the briefcase. What a match. What a match. Taking a look at some of the action of this match, you understand why all 6 of these women trade the performance of their lives just for a chance to get a championship match anywhere, anytime they want. But here is your winner, and now will be known as Miz Breaking the Bank. She is. Earlier tonight, TNT and Trixie turned over the CAW Hardcore Championship belts and got given the brand new championships that they will defend tonight. And this will be the CAW Intercontinental Championship. It will be the Punisher versus TNT. Now let's get this going. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the newly minted CAW Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first. Now, I'm going to guarantee I will not make the same mistake that I have done in the last pay-per-view and introduce the wrestlers as they're coming out. Because championship matches, they get introduced before the match happens. Now, how the Punisher got here, he won a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules elimination match to get here. He defeated Wrench, the Killer, and Blaze. Now Punisher is coming into this match with a sore lower back because of the match. But in the Punisher's mind, if he's not hurting, he's not living. And he looks like he's ready to punish his opponent tonight. Champion. And wearing the brand new Intercontinental Championship belt. Now that thing is a thing of beauty. The TNT is recognized as the first Intercontinental Champion and the last Hardcore Champion. So he has that on his resume. Now can the stick of dynamite take down the Punisher? I guess we'll just have to find out, won't we? There's a better look at the championship belt. Introducing first, the challenger from Hell's Kitchen, New York City. This is the Punisher! And his opponent, the first CAW Intercontinental Champion. This is from Blackpool, England. He is known as TNT. Oi! Oi! I know he hates it when I do that, but screw it, it's funny. Okay, now TNT gives the belt to the referee. The ceremony begins. Shows the opponent the belt and holds it up in the air. That makes it official. The championship is now on the line. And Punisher is ready. TNT is ready. Ring the bell. Pardon me. Let's do this. And TNT coming at this aggressively with a forearm smash. Now, TNT is a master of the European style of joint manipulation. He knows how to bend your body in ways that they're not supposed to be bent. Well, Punisher himself was trained special forces, so he is no slouch either. Kick to the gut, another kick to the gut, and kick to the back. TNT goes down, and European uppercut, and try to go for a punch, but miss. Punisher ducked it. Irish whip into the corner, try to go for a splash, but TNT stopped it. Punisher grabs the and going for a Boston Crab, he just lets, ring break, right. Can't be too close to the ropes. Now for a reminder, a championship can only be won on a pinfall or submission. You cannot win on a count out or disqualification, so Punisher has to keep his temper in check. Clothesline to the back of the head. So it's the old championship. Oh, here comes the tombstone pole driver. And Punisher is just looking down at TNT. Oh, he's measuring TNT. What's he going to do? And this must be his reverse DDT. He's going to try to end the match early. Like I said, his back is killing him. 1, 2. Oh, kick out. And the Punisher can't believe it. And Punisher going for a punching fury, but TNT puts his arms up to block. Looks like Punisher has gone to the top rope. And splash, but TNT put his legs up. Now, as I was saying before, there's an old saying among the commentators that the champion doesn't have to win the match, the challenger has to win the match. And that is true in a way. And TNT has been busted open. Crossbody, but TNT rolls through and picks him up. And for a guy that size, you would not believe the kind of strength he has. Picks him up, kick to the gut, and he's gone for a... Well, he just lit the fuse. And now he is going to let it explode. With the stick of dynamite. Is that going to be enough? Well, he was too close to the ropes. And TNT, he can't believe it. He had the Punisher dead to rights then. Well, TNT goes to the top rope. And spins around, he's going for a moonsault. And is that going to... Oh, TNT picks up the Punisher. Clothesline. Second clothesline. And duck and a jumping clothesline. He picks up the Punisher. And Punisher blocks it off and punches TNT in the gut. And... Whoa. What's going on here? Whoa. A sunset flip. 1, 2. Punisher reverses it. 1, 2. And kick out. And an elbow shot to the top of the head. Slap. Punch to the gut. Kick to the stomach. And Punisher, that looks like it's a power bomb position. And that's what it was. The power bomb. And he's just staring at TNT. The wheels must be going through the mind of the Punisher. He's thinking, what am I going to do to this kid? And he picks him up. Well, that's what he's going to do to the kid. Tombstone pole driver. And now he's going to measure TNT. And he's going to hit him with the reverse. DDT. You can't let a rope break happen again. Drags him away from the ropes. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Well, I guess tonight we lost the championship in the form of the Hardcore Champion. And we've got a new champion. And we've got another new champion. What a match. Punisher really wanted to get this match done quickly because his back was hurting because of that match that happened at Thursday Night Anarchy. And that was lightning fuse. And there was a sunset flip. That was reversed. So that's something you don't see much. And a kick out. And that was the second tombstone in the match. Here is your winner and the new CAW Intercontinental Champion, the Punisher! And now a match that is way, way, way beyond personal. And that is because Pokemon Girl, on a whim one show, decided to dress up as Jigglypuff for a match. And Cynical Flitter, who seems to love Jigglypuff since then on, has stalked Pokemon Girl. And these two have gone at it ever since then, even to a point where Pokemon Girl had to serve Cynical Flitter for 2 weeks, but on the flip side, Cynical Flitter had to wear whatever Pokemon Girl demanded for 2 weeks. But now, the only way we can end this match is inside the Death Chamber. And the only way to win a Death Chamber match is knockout or submission, and it is inside the Hell in a Cell. Now let's get this going. The following contest is the Death Chamber match. The only way to win is submission or knockout. Introducing first, from Rhyme City, this is Pokemon Girl. And Pokemon Girl tonight looks like she's gone for her Lucario gear. That means she is absolutely ready for combat. So I just hope all that time that she put in training in Kaze's personal gym did wonders for her. Because Cynical Flitter is sure as hell no pushover. She is the current XPWL Women's Champion at this very moment. But she's not allowed to bring her belt on our set. And her opponent, she is from Ponyville. This is the organ dealing alpha bitch. This is Cynical Flitter. And I guess Flitter was hoping that Pokemon Girl would be dressed up in a Jigglypuff gear. I don't think Pokemon Girl is going to be making that mistake twice. I mean, she did say she will dress up in that gear again, but not with Flitter anywhere near it. This match at our last pay-per-view ended the rivalry between Texan Gamer 13 and the made man Tony Maroney. So let's see if we'll end this rivalry. Remember, knockout or submission. They're the only ways to win this match. Gets lowered around them. Pokemon Girl's ready, Flitter's ready. Ring the bell. Let's do this. And overhead punch, kick to the gut. And going for it. Whoa, Pokemon Girl reversed it and went into an armbar. And still holding the armbar. Looks like the training actually helped. And going for a suplex. And brain buster. And jawbreaker. And then a spear. Maybe we spoke too soon. Oh, Pokemon Go caught. Dragon Screw leg whip with a foreign. Kick to the chest. And kick to the lower back. And Pokemon Girl's really going at this aggressively. Jawbreaker. Leading to a kick to the spine. And then a kick to the gut from Cynical Flitter. To a takedown and punching frenzy. And, well, Pokemon Girl is... Oh, I think Flitter was trying to break her arm. Stomp to the thigh, going for an armbar. It looks like she's going to try to make Pokemon Girl tap out. No, it looks like she was trying to tear the shoulder out of place. Takedown. And Pokemon Girl, well, Flitter rolling to the outside of the ropes. Looking to catch a break, but there's no break. There's nowhere to run. They're both locked inside the Demon's favourite playground, the Hell in a Cell. Kick to the gut. And Pokemon Girl's being dragged, to the ropes. Couple of shots to the gut. Another shot to the gut. And a spin kick, but caught. Kick to the thigh. And caught. And stomped. Whoa. That was a takedown. That was an arm whip to a forehead. Stomp to the... And a stomp to the side of the head. And headbutt. And Pokemon Girl, what's she going to do now? Super kick to the gut. And a European uppercut. And an arm whip takedown. Kick to the gut. And an OST. And I'm still surprised Flitter's allowed to use those spiked elbow pads. Honestly, dangerous weapon. From this match, I guess it doesn't really matter. And a stomp to the back, and she's going for an up. Looks like she's going to try to make Flitter submit. She's got her in a choking combination. No, Flitter escapes it. And a headlock takedown. And clothesline with authority. And a stomp to the gut. It looks like she's going for a submission hold of her own. Will Pokemon Girl tap out, or will she get out? Looks like she gets out. And an elbow shot to the side of the head. And going for a... Whoa! Super suplex into a backbreaker. Pokemon Girl's really going at this aggressively. And to be honest, I like this new attitude of Pokemon Girl. Full of fun, but full of anger as well. Oh, powerbomb. And I think Splitter just screamed out to everyone, this Pokemon's mine. And slammed her head to the turnbuckle. Kick that blocked. And reversal. Followed by a reversal. And Pokemon Girl is tying Flitter to the Tree of Woe. But it looks like she's going to go. Yep. That's what she's going to do. She's going to go coast to coast. And normally, I would say Flying Electric Rat, but I can't say that. Flying, Fighting Steel, Box! And kick to the side of the head. And I think she deliberately put the point of her heels out to make that hurt even more. That ref didn't call a knockout. Slap. And an SOS. But I think she wants to call that. They've got to catch them all. I'm going for an armbar. And she's going for that chokehold submission again. And no, Flitter gets out of it. With a head drag takedown with authority. And looks like she's going for the middle rope DDT. Or the Hangman's DDT. Nails it. And I think Pokemon Girl might be counting star use at the moment. Yeah, Pokemon reference. And going for that double arm bar submission hold. No, Pokemon Girl rolls through and gets out of it. Elbow shot to the back to the side of Flitter's head. Kick to the gut. And what's Flitter going to do? Dragon screw leg whip. But she holds onto the leg and slams it down to the mat. And Flitter's measuring up Pokemon Girl. She's going to go for that kneeling DDT. And, yep, she did. Is the ref going to call a knockout? No, he's not. So, now Pokemon Girl's going for that submission hold. Flitter's going for that submission hold, but Pokemon Girl immediately gets out of it. And Pokemon Girl, kick to the gut, DDT. Referee not calling a pinfall, not calling a knockout. Wait, Pokemon Girl's just staring at Flitter. Wait, I don't know if I can read lips, but it looks like she's saying, for all the hell you put me through, this is nothing. She's letting Flitter get up on her feet. That's probably going to be a mistake. But she's just standing there watching Flitter. Wait, what's going on here? She's not taking her eyes off Flitter, and Flitter's just walking around the ring. Kick to the gut, super kick to the gut, European uppercut. And now Pokemon Girl's measuring Flitter. And going for her got to catch them all move again. And nope, the ref's not calling a knockout. Leg sweep. And going for an Irish whip, but Pokemon Girl reversed it. And punched Flitter off the side of the ring into the side of the cage. That looked like it was with force. Super kick caught. Punch to the head. And, no. Shot to the gut. And a drop kick. And no, she wasn't going to let Pokemon Girl Irish whip Flitter into the ring. And she's saying to the crowd, I have almost ended this nightmare. Picking her up, clothesline. Second clothesline. And kick, grab, leg sweep. Pokemon Girl tried to do a springboard reverse leg drop, but Flitter got out of the way. Takedown. And What is Pokemon Girl doing? Going for a submission? Nope. Knee to the side of Pokemon Girl's head. Shot to the gut. Looks like she's going for that armbar submission again. Is Pokemon Girl going to tap out this time? No, she gets out of it. I guess all that training she did at Kaze's gym really did do wonders for her. And picking her up. Death Valley driver. Rolling through. And she's delivering a second Death Valley driver. Wait, referee rang the bell. Pokemon Girl just knocked out Flitter. The match is over. Flitter lost the war. Pokemon Girl won. All that training did help her. I can only imagine how Flitter's going to be when she finds out she lost to a fox and not a balloon. And all the action that happened in this match. Pokemon Girl really earned this victory. And here is your winner. By knockout, Pokemon Girl. And she is ecstatic about it. Look at her. Having now fun with the fans. And I do not blame her at all. And now we go to CAW's trademark match. But this time, it will be inside the Hell in a Cell. Two parts of this rivalry actually span over 3 different wrestling promotions. The XPWL, the CAW, and the YWL. That would be Violence and Vangelico. Vangelico is represented by the YWL, Violence representing the XPWL, and the only man crazy enough to step inside the cell with these two from the CAW is Peter the Machine Gunn, who has a lot of martial arts and cage fighting experience. So let's see how this will go. Now remember, this is a cross-promotional match. 3 brands. Let's see who will come out on top. The following contest is the Triple Threat 2 Falls match. The way to win this match is you have to win twice by pinfall or submission, and it will be inside the Hell in a Cell. And this is a cross-promotional fight. Introducing first, representing the XPWL, from Chroma City, he is the walking Armageddon, the ultimate hardcore. This is Violence! And his music said it right. This guy is absolutely evil. Just ask Stone Cold True Blue. They both injured each other in a match in the XPWL. Put each other out for months out of that promotion. I doubt either one of those two will ever want to get back in the ring with each other again. But this is a lot more than just, promotion, bragging rights. It's personal between Violence and Vangelico. I think Peter Gunn's just going in there because, well, he wants to fight. So, Triple Threat 2 Falls match, the CAW trademark. Wrestlers have been and can get hurt in this match. It is that violent and brutal, and inside the cage, it'll be even more so. And his opponent, representing the YWL, he is from San Andreas, California. He is Vangelico! Huh? Oh, he's also known as the 7-foot diamond, I think. But I could have got that information wrong. I'd have to ask the YWL promoter for that one. And look at this guy. He just wants to get Violence's blood on his gloves. And their rivalry, I have no idea how deep it goes for their hatred for each other. So Peter Gunn could just be a second fort in this match. However, what can you do? And introducing the final competitor in this match. Representing the CAW, he is from Edmond, Oklahoma. This is Peter the Machine Gunn. And this guy looks absolutely ready. And they call him a machine for a reason, because when he fights like he's actually a cyborg. Okay. Cage is lowering, Violence is ready, Vangelico is ready, and Peter the Machine Gun is ready. Ring the bell, let's do this. And Violence just automatically slides out of the ring, while Peter Gunn does a takedown on Vangelico. Vangelico slides out of the ring. He doesn't even notice that Violence is out there. I think he does now. Violence is in, but Peter Gunn's in between them. Not a good position. What's he doing? Oh, he's backing off. He's going to let Violence and Peter Gunn go at it. And Peter Gunn, Irish whip into the side of the cage. And Vangelico runs over Violence. Peter Gunn, I have no idea. He just rolls into the ring. I think he's just going to let them two beat each other down. Pick up the pieces. Vangelico throws Violence into the side of the cage. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he was trying to break the cage. Peter Gunn was trying to do an Irish whip, but Vangelico tripped over. Irish whip the other side, and again, Vangelico trips over. That's what you get when you're barefoot in wrestling. But then Peter Gunn can't say anything because, well, he's kind of barefoot. He just takes his ankles up. Takedown into a hammerlock. Oh, looks like he's trying to go for it. Oh, I think he was trying to break Violence's arm. They're going for a kind of a suplex held on. Going for a pinfall. One. And Peter Gunn kicks out. Violence rolls back into the ring. Shot to the gut. And a clothesline. Violence is in the way. Kick to the gut. Oh, kick to the thigh. Hammer shot to the back of the head. And Peter Gunn rolls. He's just rolling around. He has no idea what direction he's going. Glitchy. And Violence shot to the side of Vangelico's head. Picking him up. Jawbreaker. Clothesline. Rolls out of the ring. Peter Gunn wakes up and rolls back in, and so does Violence. And now they both jump out of the ring. I think they're both going after Evangelico at the moment. One shot, and a shot. They're going for it. Suplex. German suplex. That's one. That's two. And three. I think he just took a trip to Suplex City. Hammer shot to the back of his head. Come up, take them. Kick. Going for an armbar. A shot to the side of Evangelico. It just clotheslined out Peter the Machine Gun. I have no idea if there's respect between these two as fighters. Might have to talk to them after the match is done. See if there is respect between these two. Rolling into the ring. And Peter Gunn is measuring Evangelico. And he's going for... Well, normally it's called the F5, but he calls this the full automatic. For the pinfall. And Violence breaks it up. That's the thing with triple threat 2 falls matches. You don't want your opponent to get a point up because you'll be chasing the rest of the match. That's why it's the most dangerous match CAW has ever produced. Inside the Hell in a Cell could be 10 times worse. And going for an atomic face plant. Going for a pinfall. Right. And a kick in. Has Peter Gunn in a body slam, but Peter Gunn reverses it. And Peter Gunn going for the armbar, and it eats a shot to the side of the head instead. And Kimura lock. Angelico's going for the Kimura lock. Will Peter Gunn tap out? And yeah, Peter Gunn tapped out. That's the problem with the Kimura lock. You either have to tap out or your arm breaks. Just ask Triple H. Club and blow to the back of his head. And Angelico's side to the head of that Violence again. It looks like he's taking him to the ropes, scraping him over the top rope. And going for a guillotine. And he has a shot on the lower back. Oh, he just powers up Violence into a dominator. Peter Gunn is waking up. The pin, one. Peter Gunn breaks it up. And duck. Another duck. Spin kick to the gut. And now Peter Gunn has gone for the Kimura lock. Will Evangelico do the same and tap out? Yeah, Evangelico taps out. He doesn't want his arm broken. And now it's Peter Gunn 1 point. Evangelico 1 point. Yet to get on the board is Violence. This is a faraway swing. And now Angelico puts the Kimura on Violence. And Violence taps out. That's the end of the match. Well, it wasn't as brutal as I thought it was going to be, but it's still a lot of high impact moves. You never expected that match to actually end quickly, did you? Or even last long. And checking out the replays, yeah, there was a lot of high impact, high intensity moves. And that is what got me. He powered him up and then spun him around into a dominator. That is so much strength here. And that was when Peter Gunn made Evangelico tap out. Here is your winner of the Triple Threat 2 Falls match, representing the YWL, Evangelico. And this war between him and Violence, I don't see it ending anytime soon. Now, like I said earlier today, Trixie turned in the CAW Hardcore Women's Championship belt and was given the brand new CAW International Women's Championship. And tonight, she is battling against the winner of a ladder match for this match, the lead guitarist and the lead singer of the band, Dusty Notes. And Dusty Notes, who is the wife of Stone Cold True Blue, is looking to become a champion, and her husband to become a champion, so they can be a golden couple. Let's see if part 1 comes to fruition. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the CAW Women's International Championship. That's what the ring announcer would say if she wasn't holding a broken microphone. And here she comes, the lead singer and the lead guitarist of the band, Dusty Notes. She won a ladder match, a 4-way ladder match to get this opportunity. I think she would have preferred to go after the big one, but I guess any championship will do. Last month she came close to becoming a number 1 contender, the last pay-per-view, but it never happened. And tonight she has a chance to actually become a champion. From the looks of her, she's ready. Kissing her guitar for luck. She's ready for the match. And here comes the next competitor in this match. The new, well technically the first CAW Women's International Champion and the last CAW Women's Hardcore Champion. Looks like it's gone all out for her entrance. And now we all get a first look at what this brand new championship belt looks like. I can't really get a good look. She's too high up and that light is bright. Oh, there it is. That is actually a beautiful looking championship belt. New world order. Trixie, the proverbial, the millennial show. Acting like it's another stage performance. Oh, and by the way, the other 2 members of the PWO are barred from ringside. And just in case it happens, we have got security set up all over the place. They are having an inter-promotional rivalry against the subject, which consists of Pain Set Shimmercake and Magic Man. They have been poking the hornet's nest, if you will. So tonight we have set up extra security to make sure that no one who isn't part of the show who is on the XPWL roster is going to be backstage unless they're invited. But the subjects are not allowed in the arena. Trixie in for a fair fight against Dusty Notes, but she has no help from the rest of the PWO members. By the way, Trixie Lillamoon wants me to remind you all that you can get your PWO merchandise from all the fantasy kiosks around the arena and .com, where you can get t-shirts, posters, coasters, panties, 8x10 photos, blankets, jackets, and even a replica of Trixie's hat. Okay, now that I've said that, they can pay. And look at her, just showing how great and powerful she is. Now we get a better look at what the championship belt looks like. And that is a thing of beauty. Introducing first the challenger. Formerly from the outback of Australia, now living in Ponyville. She is the lead singer and lead guitarist of the band, Dusty Notes. And her opponent, the CAW International Women's Champion. From Ponyville, she is the great and powerful Trixie Lola Moon. And now the championship ceremony. And the belt to the referee. Referee shows the opponent. The opponent can touch it if they please, but Dusty chooses not to. And holding it up. And that makes it official. The CAW International Women's Championship is on the line. And again, Trixie's showing off. Alright, ring the bell, let's do this. They just walk to each other and a referee's lock. Dusty pushes Trixie into the corner. They're just holding their referee, break him up, break him up, break him up. And clean break. That's a first. They're going for another referee's lock. Armbar. And reversed into a hammerlock. And Dusty is holding on with reversed into a chicken wing. And putting some torque on it. That looked like it hurt. And Dusty needs that arm to play the guitar. Irish wing. Clothesline. That was an awkward looking clothesline. Kick to the back, but missed. And right from behind, but reverse kick to the back of the knee. Elbow to the head. And an arm takedown. And going for a European uppercut. A flying forearm kipper. And Trixie dragging Dusty into position. Going for the PWO trademark move, the natural selection from the look of it. And going for a reverse figure four. I don't know if it's called that, but that's what it looks like to me. Dusty reverses out. Going for a knee strike miss. And takedown. And round she goes. Where she stopped on a Trixie knock. And a slap to the back of the head. What an insult that is. And spin kick, but blocked. Kick to the gut. Dusty going for a discus clothesline. Hammer shot to the back, overhead punch. And Irish whip over the top rope. Knee to the back. Followed by a stomp miss. Clothesline. Slap. And going for an armbar. Hammerlock. And the referee up to three. Shot to the gut. Second shot to the third. And Dusty runs into the ring. She knows she has to win the match in the ring. And cartwheel, knee strike. Dusty's heading the gun. Take the front bang, takedown. And chin break. And this stomp. Getting her onto her back, going for a pinfall. 1, 2, kick out. Trixie looks surprised, like she can't believe Dusty kicked out of her. Stomp miss. Going for a and snap me. And chin lock. And really wrenching on the back. Wrenching on the back some more. And some more. And a military press slam. No, Trixie reverses it into a sunset split position. 1, 2, kick out. That was close. Dusty rolls out of the ring. And that is a good strategy, but Trixie follows her out. And going for a body slam. No, she holds on. Dragging it to the ring step. Drops her right onto the metal ring step. Don't miss. Dusty rolls back into the ring. And she rolls out of the ring to break the count. Jumping clothesline. And Trixie picks her up. Knee to the gut. And going for a round the world neck breaker. Or tilt the world neck breaker. Kick to the back. And going for German suplex onto the corner foot. Up to 6 on the rest count. And Irish whip back into the ring. And going for a around the world powerbomb. Tilt-a-world powerbomb, however you pronounce it. And Trixie, what's she going for? Going into the corner. And Dusty drops to a knee. And going for her. No. Dusty reverses. A shot to the gut. A shoulder takedown. Forearm smash. And the showtime. Folks. Rolling her over. She's too close to the rope. Yep, rope break. Trixie's going up to the top rope. What's she going to do here? She's making Dusty get up on her feet. And she's going for a... she's going for a molly go round, so ended up getting powerbomb. One. And Trixie kicks out at one. Dusty really has not gotten much into this match, but she is trying to get back now. With a submission hold. Trixie gets out of it. Kick to the gut. And a code breaker like maneuver. Hip up. Hurricane. Dusty stomp to the side and Trixie's head. Now I have no idea how Dusty was waving to. I mean, it's a one-on-one. No one's allowed at ringside. Not even members of their own band. Elbow shot to the head. And her combo kick. And now she's going back to the corner. And Dusty a little bit dizzy. Drops to her knee. And here comes the razzle-dazzle kick. Razzle-dazzle knee strike. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. That's it. That was a hell of a women's championship match. From all the action that happened in the match, it did not look like Dusty had it tonight. It just looked like Trixie had her number all the way through the match. I know I'm going to probably be a stunner if I'm told through Bruce saying that. But I'm just telling the truth. Bruce will hurt me later. And that was the end of it. But here is your winner. And still, the CAW Women's International Champion, the great and powerful Trixie Lalamoon. That's only one match for the PWO to keep their title. One more match to go. Will they keep both the titles? We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait until later to find out. And here we come to the solitary confinement match. These are the rules. This is a specially made cage with a chain link bar. There are 4 pods inside the cage. Inside those pods will be a wrestler. Now who goes into those pods is determined backstage with a random lottery draw. The last 2 entrants will be entrant 1 and 2. Now after a set time limit, one of the pods will randomly open and a new wrestler will come into the ring. You are eliminated by pinfall or submission. The winner of this match will receive a championship match at a later date against whoever is the CAW World Heavyweight Champion. Now I have to say this. Because of how WWE 2K19 is set up, the solitary confinement match will be inside a different looking arena. That's the way the game is set up. I have no say in that. I'm just letting you all know that right now. Introducing the first competitor in the solitary confinement match. From Minnesota, here is Tonka Tough Steve Roller. Now, Tonka Tough Steve Roller made his debut a couple of days back at CAW Thursday Night Anarchy in the main event and won the match, guaranteeing himself a shot in this match. So I guess we'll see if he truly is Tonka Tough. And this is how it works. The person who drew one gets to pick what pod they go into first. So he's looking around and deciding which pod he's going to go into. And once he makes his choice, the next entrant will come down. And it looks like he's made his choice on the pod he wants. Now those pods are locked from the outside, so they can't just rush into the ring unless they're entered. And introducing the next competitor in this match.
I pray my soul is mine to keep. My soul can never step outside this bed. Never wish you all the evil.
From the realm of darkness, this is the Scarecrow. And how Scarecrow got into this match, he won a second chance 6-man battle royal. He won a golden ticket to be in this match. And in his own mind, he is one step closer to not getting the championship. He wants to fight Rackadoll in a match. But again, CAW will not sanction that match. The title is secondary to Scarecrow. He just wants to have a darkness battle. Well, he's looking at the structure. And he smiled at it, knowing what it represents. People have called this structure the devil's favourite playground. And here's a bit of trivia for you. The winner of the first ever Elimination Chamber match, and what this is based on, is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And introducing the next competitor in this match. If you don't know where he is from, what the fuck is the matter with you? Go buy a globe. He is the certified scout main Texan gamer Bertine. And there he is. He won a match against two big guys. And I think those two big guys were Scarecrow and Big Rig Dawson. Now, I can't remember fully that far back because I have a drinking problem. I mean thinking problem. I mean drinking problem. But I don't have a drinking problem. I drink, I get drunk, I fall down. No problem. And Texan Gamer picks his pod, leaving the last pod to whoever is coming out next. So who has the final spot to be in the pods? And there's your answer. From the outback of Equestria, now making his home in Ponyville, he is the outback stepdadder. He is Stone Cold True Blue. And Blue in his own mind, still just one step closer to taking back his championship in CAW. With the acting lost the Rackadoll. So through the process of elimination, the first two competitors in this match introducing the next competitor.
This is the SCP Foundation. Release the D-Class.
From the SCP Foundation. Site classified. Real name classified. Reason he's here classified. This is the D-Class personnel D71092. One of these days, SCP, you're going to tell us what this guy's name is and every other bit of information is redacted from us. D71092 walks out of one solitary confinement and he's walking into another solitary confinement. But basically, from one prison cell to another prison cell. And he's looking at the structure. He must be thinking, I'm about to go home. Through the process of elimination, that only leaves one entrant left. So, well, he just gave Blue a death glare. And the final competitor in this match. He is from the Deep Blue Sea. Here is the Shark Attack! Don't call him a baby shark, because he'd probably bite your arm off. So here he comes. The Shark Attack is definitely ready. But normally the sharks are on the outside of the cage, trying to eat whatever's inside. This time he's on the inside of the cage, trying to eat what's inside. The first two competitors in this match. D71092 and the Shark Attack. So let's get this match started. Okay. Ring the bell, let's do this. Duck and the Shark Attack to steamroll through D71092. I'll just call him D, because saying those numbers over and over again is going to get older. Gut wrench takedown. Shark Attack, overhead punch on D. I bet D's wishing that he was in the Shark Punching Center. The SPC. But he's not there. Get to the gut. What a size difference between these two. And going for a body slam. Look, backbreaker. And here comes the countdown for the first entrant out of the clock. So, who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? It's Scarecrow. The pod door opens, Scarecrow walks in. And Dean's gone for a pinfall. One, not even a one count. Scarecrow stomps the shark attack on the back, but is interrupted by D. Hammer shot. Another hammer shot. Almost a kick to the gut. Overhead punch. Kick to the gut. And a side Russian leg sweep. And a German suplex with authority. And the Scarecrow is now on the attack on D. Clothesline. The stop hit. Bulldog. And try to go for a drop kick and next. Here comes the countdown for the next entrant into the solitary confinement. So, who is it this time? It's Texan Gamer 13 enters the match. And a hypercross body miss. And the Scarecrow grabs Texan and dragging him to the ropes. The Texan fights out. And by the neck takedown. On for a pin. One. Not even a one count. Texan backbreaker. Shark Attack is trying to crush the skull of D71092. And Texan is thrown onto the outside, which is not the outside of the ring. That is a leveled up area, level to the ringside area. So here comes the next countdown. Who will be the next entrant? It's Stone Cold Drew Blue. He enters the match. Who's going to go after first? He goes after Scarecrow. And pinfall. 1, 2. Shark Attack kicks out. Scarecrow draped over the top rope. And he flung into the ring. And he climbs into the ropes. And he's going for a pinfall on the Scarecrow. That's out of position. 1. Barely a one count. The ref was out of position. Considering how many bodies are in the ring, I'm not surprised. European uppercut. And a cut. Is that going to be enough on Stone Cold? Considering he just entered the match down. And here comes the countdown to the final competitor. And through the process of elimination, we all know it's on to cut. So, now he enters the ring. This is something that rarely happens. All 6 competitors in the ring at the same time. Now, it's a match. And elimination rules have occurred. Texan Gamer body slams Blue out of the ring. Off the top. Over the top of the pod and then a splash on the top of it. And he is 350 pounds. And by front arm stick over the corner. And a reversal. And Shark Attack. Putting Steve Roller on the top rope. What's he going to do here? Looks like he's going for a superplex back body drop. And like I said, the ring had to be reinforced. Because of all the heavy bodies, the ring could collapse. And believe it or not, that has happened before. And a body slap. Overhead punch. Second overhead punch move. He's going for a third one. Nope. Hammer to the back end. Again. And he's going for a power bomb. Hits it. Going for a pinfall. 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3. And D71092 has been eliminated. Now he must leave the ring. Shark Attack has been thrown over the top rope. Stone Cold going for the pinfall. 1, 2. 1, 2. Wondering why the ref counted early. And Stone Cold going to the top rope. And what's he going to do here? A splash on the top rope. On top of tough Steve Roller. And kick to the gut. And he's in the powerbomb position. Back body drop. Tonka Tough. Not going to take anything. Then Tonka Tough takes everything and keeps going. Spinning kick to the gut. And ends again. Final switch. Into the corner. And Stone Cold powers out of it. And he's picked up and hip tape. Takedown. Reverse suplex on D71092. A shark attack. A dominator. Oh, Tonka Tough Steve roll. Well, Blue is going. Well, Blue just went for the thunder from down under. It's going to be enough. 1, 2. Oh, that was close. And Texan's going for a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Scarecrow has been eliminated. So now let's reset the field. We have Stone Cold True Blue, the Shark Attack, Texas down to 13. One of these four is going to have a championship match at a later date. Going for a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. A Shark Attack has just been eliminated. And that looks like it hurt. Right on the outside. Going for a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Texas Game of 13 has just been eliminated. That leaves Stone Cold True Blue and Tonka Tough Steve Roller. And Steve Roller is trying to get the fans behind him. But you've got to remember, what the hell? I thought Texan was eliminated. I guess not. But I guess he soon will be. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Texan Gamer has just been eliminated. Correctly this time. And picking him up, for a takedown, shoulder tackle. And Blue's going for it, giving the crowd the salute while going for an elbow shot. And a leg sweep. Dragging him to the middle of the ring. What's he going to do here? Oh, he's going to pick him up by the neck. And just throws him like a sack of cement. What Tonka Tough doing? I have no idea what the hell just happened there. Stone Cold is raining on the rope. Whoa. And Tonka Tough just switched. Blue tried to cave in Blue's chest. He's gone for a pinfall. Is it going to be it? 1. No. Not even a 1 count. Steve Roller may be built Tonka Tough, but then again, so is Stone Cold True Blue. It's our fire lancer. Neck breaker. Going for the thunder from down under. And now Tonka Tough Steve Roller is bleeding. Picked up and Stone Cold Stunner. Is this going to be enough? Going for a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Ring the bell, it's over. Oh, the holy action in this match. This was absolutely brutal to say the least. I thought that was over for the Shark Attack, but it wasn't. Jackhammer, double again. That wasn't an answer to the game. All of these wrestlers want to win this match bad, want to get title match bad. You must check what they would go for together. Here is your winner of the solitary confinement match and will receive a championship match at a later date. Stone Cold True Blue. And here we go, the semi-main event. For the CAW Women's Championship, we have Angel versus Sunset Shimmer. Angel got this match because she won a 30-woman gauntlet match. And Sunset Shimmer, the leader of the PWO. So let's see how this match will go. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it will be under steel cage rules, escape or pinfall, and it is for the CAW Women's Championship. Introducing first, and here she comes, the winner of the first 40-woman gauntlet match in CAW. She has been promised a championship match, but has been ducked every step of the way because of the politics of what's been going on lately. I mean, originally promised to have a championship match, but then CAW was invaded by the Magitech Freak Hunters. So the PWO basically concentrated on them and ducked Angel. But now there's no ducking the Angel now. She looks absolutely ready. And here comes the leader of the PWO. And the CAW Women's Champion, Sunset Shimmer. And carrying that title, she looks absolutely smart, doesn't she? But she seems to have the CAW crowd behind her. But then again, so does the Angel. Sunset Shimmer again has to go at this alone. Even if she did have her PWO cohorts with her, this is steel cage rules. It's designed to make sure interference does not happen. Doesn't always guarantee it, but it is designed that way. Alright. Introducing first, the challenger. She is from the Pearly Gates. This is Angel! And her opponent, the CAW Women's Champion, the leader of the PWO. This is Sunset Shimmer! Alright. The basic championship ceremony. I've already explained how it works twice today. I don't think I need to explain it again. Alright, let's do this. Now remember, steel cage matches, you either escape over the top or through the door, but this match you can pin or make your opponent submit to. And a spin kick to the gut, punch to the face, kick, but Angel caught, kick to the thigh. And Irish whip, duck, and, well, I can't say the Lou Fez press because there was no punching afterwards. And back to a referee's lock and push off. High knee miss. And body slam into a Michinoku driver like maneuver. Knee to the face. And a stomp miss. And Irish whip into the corner. And double knee to the back. And Angel does have a bit of a back injury because in a tag team match on Thursday Night Anarchy, she must have received about 3 out of the ring superplexes. But this is a championship match, and they don't come every day. You take them when you get them. Spear, and it was blocked. Clothesline. And Angel is going to try to escape already. No, turn around, elbow drop. And Angel's going to try again. Is she going to turn around and no, she's actually going to, no, she's turning around, elbow drop. And now she's going to the corner. And now she's trying to escape, but Sunset Shimmer's up and blocks her off. And ouch. Lands straight on her back. That looked like it hurt. And now Sunset Shimmer is going to try to escape. No, she turns around, double axe handle mixed. And Irish whip, straight to the turnbuckle. Elbow shot to the back. Irish whip, into the turnbuckles again. Angel, got an arm drag for a try. Kick to the head, kick missed. Kick. Clothesline duck, and she turns around and clothesline. And Irish whip into the corner. And what's Angel going to do here? Oh, an exploder suplex right into the turnbuckles. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, Sunset kicks out. And Angel looks absolutely surprised that she did that. Stomp missed. And it looks like in a headlock. Let's go. Irish whip into the turnbuckles. And drop kick but missed. Float over. DDT. And I think it looked like Angel's trying to bury Sunset's horn into the mat. And Angel's going to try to escape the cage again. That's what you want to do in these matches. You want to incapacitate your opponent long enough so you can get over the top. And Angel's getting close, but she's being chased by Sunset. And no, she got blocked off. And a hit to the thigh. Second hit to the thigh. Third. And drags her down. And punches her. And what's he going to do here? And slams her head to the side of the cage. And Angel falls off. Now Sunset Shimmer's going to try to escape. And she's close, but Angel is staring at her. She's now climbing up to stop her. And yep, she stops her. Shot to the knee. And she just needs to drag her back in. And Sunset looked like she was trying to escape again, but Angel cut her off. A second shot to the thigh. Actually, I don't think it was a shot to the thigh. I think she was aiming for that cutie mark. And again, hits the side of the knee. Shot. And looked like she was trying to go for a wild punch, but missed. And she was trying to throw a shot that Angel lands hard again. And Sunset Shimmer is going to try to escape again. Climbing the ropes and climbing the side of the cage. And now she's at the top. She just has to climb down the other side and she wins the match. But Angel's up there to cut her off. And is she going to do it? Yes, she is again. And another shot. A third shot. And dragging her down. And again, she dragged her off the side of the cage, or off the top of the cage. A wild punch missed. She's going for it again. No, Sunset blocks it. Shot to the chest. Second shot to the chest. Third. And Angel falls down again like a sack of potatoes. And Angel's starting to stir, and Sunset still climbing out. Is she going to be able to climb down in time? Angel climbing up. And no, again she got cut off. And again got hit in the head, on the side of the thigh. Again, another shot to the side of the thigh. A third shot to the side of the thigh. And Angel's still trying to drag Sunset off the cage. Which happened. And another wild shot missed. Another wild shot missed, but Sunset blocked her off. A wild hit. Wild punch and miss. Wild punch and miss. How many wild punches are they going to do? When you get closer to each other. So, Angel grabs, shot to the side of the cage. But Sunset held on. He still holds on. And Sunset another wild strike. A this point, I have no idea what's going to happen. Get closer to each other, girls. And a wild punch. Punch missed. And a shot to the side. And, no. Sunset, shot, couple of shots. And Angel falls down again. This could be Sunset's chance to get out of the cage and win the match. But Angel's not moving, that's not good. Now she's starting to stir. And it looks like... Is it going to be it? Oh, Sunset was so close. Oh, Sunset's kicking Angel off the floor. Man, that looks like a very hard fall. And is this going to be it? I think this is it. Yep, that's it. Sunset Shimmer has escaped the cage. That means she wins. But it's not official until both her feet hit the ringside floor. Yep, now it's official. And Angel does not look happy. Well, let's take a look at some of the action of this match. They have to give it to Angel. She really took it to Sunset. She made Sunset earn that victory. And that was the only pinfall attempt in the entire match. And there's the shot of Sunset escaping. Here is your winner, and still the CAW World Women's Champion, the leader of the PWO, Sunset Shimmer! And this is it, the main event, which will be held under Hell in a Cell rules. What rules? No rules. The only way to win is pinfall or submission. We have the Pirate, Captain Twisted Jack, versus the Demon Rackadile. Captain Jack won a 30-man gauntlet match to get this opportunity. And he was so happy he actually plundered himself a brand new gear to make himself look more pirate-like. Well, let's get this match underway. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it will be contested inside the Hell in a Cell. And it is for the CAW World Heavyweight Champion. Introducing first. Here comes the winner of the first male 30-man gauntlet. From the looks of it, he hasn't cut drum all day. Looks like he really wants to concentrate on this match. Captain Jack actually said to me earlier that I am solid, that I am taking the food away from Rackadile and claiming the treasure. It took me a good second to realise what he was talking about. The target is the World Heavyweight Champion. Take it away from the Demon Rackadile.
We shall ride, searching for treasure into the night. Over the seas our quest has begun, and we will not stop the dawn of the sun.
And his opponent. And I really, really, really hate this entrance. It gives me the creeps every time I see it. But a dark omen has shadowed the arena. Would be extra motivated to get this match won, because at Thursday Night Anarchy, Captain Twisted Jack attacked him from behind with a baseball bat as he was on his way to the ring to battle against Ingame of 13. Now in this, there's no nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to hide from the dark order. So let's see what goes on here. Looks like he's in a foul move. Kicking his tail. High up in the car. Now let's go to the ring introductions. Too bad I have to do it because the announcer's microphone is broken. Introducing first, from the Caribbean, he is Captain Twisted Jack! Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Sorry, I had to say that at least once. And his opponent, from the edge of reality, he is the CAW World Heavyweight Champion. He is the Demon, Crocodile! Looks like he was trying to summon the Dark Omen again. And now the traditional ceremony of the championship. Don't need to explain it because I've already done it twice tonight. Alright. And now the title is officially on the line. Lower the cage and let's get this match ready. Jack is ready. Crocodile is ready. Now ring the bell. Let's do this. We're currently going into the ring. Whoa! Captain Twisted Jack already with a military press slam. Whoa! That was a hell of a takedown. Back body drop. Going tick for tack. He slams the Demon's arm into the mat. And he picks him straight up. Running power slam. The captain is not taking anything in this match lightly. European uppercut. And a super kick. Kick him in the knee. Club to the back. And he's dragging him into the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And, well, he dizzily drops out of the corner like he's drunk all the rum. Why is the rum gone? A takedown. Stop miss. Club to the top of the head. Kick to the gut. Wild punch. Wild punch. And he picks him up. Nope. Shot to the stomach. Slap kick. top rope. Irish whipping the turnbuckle. Couple of shots, slammed his face. Well, he just powered him over his shoulder. What is he, just staring at the demon? That's not something you want to do there, demon. That's not something you want to do there, Captain. Never give a demon a chance to recover. Shot to the gut and kick to the gut. Second kick to the gut. Third, no, fourth. Reverse into the turnbuckle. Overhead punch. And reverse. Elbow shot. Clothesline. He picks him up. And what's he going for here? Hey. Ooh, that was a mean looking cut. And now he's measuring the demon. What's he going to go for? He's going for a... Well, he just... Wait, isn't that the demon? One of the demon's finishers? He ripped off one of the demon's finishes. 1, 2. Right, kicked out. Well, he is a pirate. Stealing is what he does. And he's going for a choke slam. At reverse. Into a DDT. And several stomps across the chest. And he picks him up, powers him up. He's going for a running power slam again. And the crowd is really letting the captain know what they think of it. A takedown. And it looks like the demon is going for twisted reality. That creeps me out seeing that. How the hell can you do that? He's waiting for the demon, he's waiting for the captain to stir. He's going for twisted reality. And no, the demon just, the pirate reverses it. And, I have no idea what that move was, but it very much looked painful. And slamming the demon's leg on the mat. Boston crab. And demon just bounds at him. Kick to the shoulder blades. Irish whip into the corner. Close him. Stomp the chest. Marcus screams, this is my chance. And I'm trying to take the shoulder. Side Russian leg sweep. And the demon just drops down. I have no idea why he does it. Spin kick to the gut. Irish whip. Drop kick. And second drop kick. And twisted neck breaker. And look, it's just a triple combination. 1, 2. Oh, that was close. And the demon using the rope for leverage. But got squatted down by the pirate. Punch and that is another painful move. European uppercut. And he's got the Death Valley driver rolling through. He's going to deal it. Looks like he's going to deal another Death Valley driver, which he nails. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you for joining in. This has been a fan-based wrestling fan production. 2K Sports, WWE, WCW, ECW, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, ROH, AEW, and various other wrestling promotions are not affiliated with CAW. Music credits are in the description. Please support the artists. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.